Hi guys, it's us. Welcome, happy Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, seniors, May 14th to the 18th, you can invite your parents to your PGB project for extra credit.
And for softball, practice is May 4th through 10th.
Sign up for dodgeball Tuesday after school.
See Ms. Z for garden cleanup for community service.
You don't want to miss that.
Mm-hmm.
May 18th is when community service is due.
Seniors cap and gown order need to get turned in, see the office.
I'm lonely.
And juniors, your senior photos will be on July 2nd and 3rd. More information will be sent home.
Suicide is a sensitive and serious subject to talk about. It's understandable why. It's the 10th leading cause of death in the country.
Hi, I'm Jez, and I'm here with
Michelle.
So what do you do?
I work for an agency called Child Abuse Prevention Council. More specifically, I work on a team called Suicide Prevention.
On average, there are 123 suicides per day in the U.S.
Teenagers to adults. I mean, we get even children that are as young as 6 years old who have thoughts of suicide or die by suicide. So, along with the teenagers and the younger and the older and the elderly, it's the 1 in 20 is a pretty high number in our community.
So
7 out of 10 suicides in 2016 in the U.S. were men. The rate of suicide is highest in middle-aged white men.
So what could be the signs that lead to suicide?
Oh, there's so many. You can't really group them together. It could come from a breakup with a boyfriend or girlfriend, and that could trigger thoughts of suicide because people tend to like to be in relationships, and when they feel that rejection, they'll start, kind of finding themselves in a darker place. So there's so many, especially, working here at school. You guys have a lot of stressors and can be overwhelmed with classwork and socializing with, friends and going home and doing chores. And, if you have any other things that you have to do while you're home or things that are going on within your own personal lives, that all kind of stacks on top of each other and kind of puts a lot of weight on your shoulders.
It just builds up.
Firearms account for 51% of all suicides. Strangulation, known as hanging, is the second most common method. Here are some ways to tell if someone might be suicidal. Here's Michelle.
So if we know anyone who feels like suicidal, what can we do for them?
I work here at Village Oaks 2 days out of the week, Mondays and Wednesdays. And so if you ever feel like there's somebody out there who is just kind of showing you different little signs that they're not doing okay, or they're actually telling you that they're having thoughts of suicide, I'm over in the counselor's office. If it's a day that I'm not there, you can definitely reach out to your counselors and principals and teachers, because that's, kind of your guys' job right there. You don't have to counsel them, you don't have to fix them, but just linking them to somebody else who can find those other resources, because that's what my job is, and the counselors as well.
Stephen Hawking was born in 1942 and passed away on March 14, 2018. He was one of the greatest physicists of all time. He was a famous genius of a modern age. Among his achievements, he discovered black holes in space.
It was a sad moment for science because he's contributed so much. He had ALS, which is known as Lou Gehrig's disease, so his body didn't work well, but his mind worked fantastically. He contributed a lot to the understanding of the universe and how it was formed, and lots of what we know now are coming from his thoughts and work.
What was his major contribution to society, and how did he impact the world?
Well, he did a lot of work in cosmology and astronomy, and he really worked towards understanding the universe. And I think, he did a lot of work with black holes, and I think that was really one of the biggest things that he did, was aid our understanding in that aspect of science. But I also think a really big part of what he did was making it accessible accessible to the general population. So he wrote a bunch of books that were for people that weren't scientists, and he made a lot of shows and he contributed to a lot of documentaries just to help everybody understand science in general.
Oh, what's this? Oh, that old thing? That's just the yearbook from senior year at VO.
Bring it over here. I want to see it.
I remember these days. It was just like yesterday. Oh, look at President Belden. We knew him when he was just Matthew.
I knew his hand should go get him far.
And look at Juliana. She's a recording selling artist now.
Things changed since 2018.
Man, I really should have bought one of these when we were in school.